Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is PhoenixAct and welcome. Okay, so a week ago Nintendo did their little mini direct featuring their partner companies, which really wasn't a big deal unless you were into Shin Megami Tensei, which I mean that's a series I've been trying to get into for a while now, simply because I became a fan of the Persona series with Persona 4, so like a decade ago, but I haven't. The only real mainline Shin Megami Tensei games I've played were the Digital Devil Saga games, which I enjoyed, but that's not what I want to talk about today. Today I want to highlight something that was in the Japanese Nintendo Direct on the Monday, but wasn't in the Western Nintendo Direct, and that is Atelier Atelier Ryza 2. I enjoyed the first Atelier Ryza. That's the only Atelier game I've played so far, which I should really get around to fixing. But yes, I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm actually quite looking forward to this one, and I don't really have much to say about this trailer, I don't think. We'll see. But I just wanted to draw attention to it, since obviously it didn't get attention in the Westward focused direct, and thus there aren't many people talking about it, so it's just something I wanted to highlight more than anything else. Anyway, we'll start with watching the trailer and see and go from there.
私に新たなひと夏の日々が訪れようとしていた。
ライザに出会う夏が再びやってくる。故郷の島を飛び出して都に降り立ったライザは、ある不思議な頼み事をきっかけに太古の遺跡に隠された謎に迫る大冒険へと繰り出す。錬金術師のライザは調合でさまざまなアイテムを作成できる。まずは素材集め、よじ登ったり飛び越えたり、水の中を泳ぐなど新たなアクションが満載。時には魔物に乗ることも。調合パートは使いやすく進化。出来上がったアイテム同士を組み合わせて新しいアイテムを作り出す新システムを登場。行く手を阻む魔物とのバトル、錬金術で生み出したアイテムや強力なスキルを駆使して勝利へ導け。ライザのアトリエ2失われた伝承と秘密の妖精はこの冬発売。
So there we go. As far as I'm aware, as what I'm gathering from other sources, is that this takes place 3 years after the end of the previous game, which means we're in the rare position where a JRPG character, lead character, is actually an adult. So that's something. But yeah, obviously this is the first, I think, mainline game as well where we've stuck, from what I'm being told, this is the first mainline game as well where we've stuck with the same main character for 2 games. So yeah, apparently the original Ryza did that well, that she gets the honor of being the first in that regard. And obviously they've obviously updated the character model for next gen systems, since I think it's coming to PS5 and obviously the Switch. Don't know about Xbox. I can't picture it because Xbox is not really that big on JRPGs as much as the other two, but we'll see, I guess. I like the outfit changes. The outfit, like, it's obviously new and updated outfit with more to it. But obviously it still echoes back to her original outfit from the last game, but obviously she's grown up, so the outfit had to change there as well. A problem I sometimes have with JRPGs is that they seem to want to cram an awful lot into their outfits. Not that that's always a bad thing. Sometimes, though, it does make the outfits look too busy. I guess I'll have to see more of it, I think. I mean, it looks good in other shots when she's moving around and stuff. Or in the, like here, I guess. It looks fine in motion, so we'll see there. and obviously the Atelier games about alchemy, making stuff using alchemy. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do that with a character that's already been in a previous game. I mean, are they going to tell us that she's forgotten all her recipes from the last game, or are they going to somehow find ways to incorporate them and have her grow on top of that? I mean, that would be interesting. That would be again something of a first, I think, for the series. But I'm no expert, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do that. And she's been invited to Smash, as you can see. I wonder what that like egg-shaped sort of crystal is. It's probably a plot point, I imagine. Like, is this going to be the main plot? Is she going to is this in her home, this scene? Actually, that's another point about her being an adult in this one, is that in the last one it was very much a case of contending with her mother a bit. You got the sense of her wanting to, she was at that age where she wanted to strike off in her own direction, but was being pulled back by sort of family obligations and stuff. And this one, she starts off as an independent adult, so that's going to be an interesting change to see in her character. New environments to explore. Doing a bit of reading up, possibly on new recipes and stuff. Research for her alchemy. Gathering ingredients. Using your gathering tools to gather ingredients. Climbing. This is something interesting, I think. This is this something she's made with alchemy? Is this something else? Probably something she made with alchemy, but new traversal options, the grappling hook, new ways to get around the environment. It's going to be interesting to see whether those are just extras that you don't need to use, or whether they are like sort of key items that you need to reach certain places, or whether they're just reserved for secrets. Like, you don't need them to complete the main quest, but you do need them to find secret areas and such. But even if they're just a completely extra that you don't need to use at all, I think having more traversal options is always a good thing. Just zipping about the environment will be fun. Being able to swing around and over stuff, it'd be cool. And underwater exploration as well, which would be, again, it's going to be interesting to see, because not many games can, in my opinion, incorporate swim mechanics well. And it's going to be interesting to see just like what kind of sort of stuff we can get underwater, because obviously I think we see her gathering stuff underwater, so like more resources and stuff to use in our alchemy, which would be cool. And it's going to be interesting to see if we have any sort of underwater sort of story elements, like if there's any story locations and stuff that take place underwater as well, which if they're going to all this trouble to introduce this as a new mechanic, I imagine there will be story sections that take us underwater. Exploring the environment again. Oh, this is a good one. Getting to ride monsters. I'm just wondering, like, what kind of monsters can we ride? Is it going to be just going to be the small fluffy creatures, which would be cool by itself, but are we going to get like sort of like bigger monsters that we can ride, and do we have to do them like, how do you do that? Do we do this? Is this like a battle thing? Is there some sort of in battle thing that we can do to tame the monsters, or do we have to do it outside of battle? Stuff like that. I mean, obviously this trailer doesn't answer many questions yet, but it does show us that this is possible, which I definitely think this is a nice upgrade from the first game. And again, more traversal options are always just cool. Okay, more alchemy stuff, which I'll have to get more details on in English, but it doesn't look too different, I don't think, from the first game at the moment. I mean, obviously, if you're buying a direct sequel to something, all you really want is more of the same. Ryza over here looking great. That's a good looking character model. And I always liked her character design as well. I mean, I talked about looking too busy before with these like extra little things on the lapel, but in overall terms, like the yellow jacket, the white shirt, the red shorts, I thought it looked great. Like her actual like base character designs always looked good to me. Not sure about the asymmetrical stockings though. Actually, no, that does look good. That does look good. Yeah. I'm always like, asymmetrical stuff like this always it takes me a while to decide whether I like it or not. Like even with sort of like Tidus, whatever you want to call them in Final Fantasy X, sometimes I bounce between whether or not I like his asymmetrical shorts. So, battle system doesn't look too much different from the first game. I'm guessing this is, from the first game, the level thing where you got number of attacks you could use per turn by upgrading this. AP, wasn't it? Yeah, I think. And of course, Claudia is back, which is good. I liked Claudia's character in the first game. I thought the dynamic between her and Ryza was really good as well. How did their sort of friendship developed and stuff? How do we like? Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. Oh wait, AP's here. So is this something different? Is this something I'm just not remembering from the first game? Oh, well, I guess we'll find out. But anyway, yeah, Claudia's back, which she was my favourite character after Ryza herself, so that's good. That's me happy. I just wonder if Lent and Tau and the other two are going to come back, or whether outside of Claudia and Ryza, we're going to have an entirely different party. I don't know. Maybe they'll have a different party, but Lent and Tau will make an appearance at different points or something, or who knows. But yeah, it at least indicates we're going to get like some level of, the previous story intersecting with this one, beyond it just figuring in as backstory, being a prequel and all. Yeah, that's really all I have to say with this. It's a lot of rambling, but it looked good to me. I really enjoyed the look of it. I'm surprised we're getting a direct sequel, given what I know about the Atelier series, but I'm glad that we are. I look forward to playing this, and I really should try and get into the other Atelier games. So for now, that's really all I've got to say. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, please look after yourselves, and I'm going to go back to playing the first game again.